Hi, it's a wonderful Tuesday. I'm Pastor Paul Anderson from the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. Let's look and find out what God has in store for us in His Word. Out of 1 Samuel, the 3rd chapter, verses 1 through 9, the New Living Translation. Meanwhile, the boy Samuel served the Lord by assisting Eli. Now in those days, messages from the Lord were very rare, and visions were quite uncommon. One night, Eli, who was almost blind by now, had gone to bed. The lamp of God had not yet gone out. Samuel was sleeping in the tabernacle near the ark of God. Suddenly the Lord called out, "Samuel." "Yes," Samuel replied. "What is it?" He got up and ran to Eli. "Here I am. Did you call me?" "I didn't call you," Eli replied. "Go back to bed." So he did. Then the Lord called out again, "Samuel." And again, Samuel got up and went to Eli. "Here I am. Did you call me?" "I didn't call you, my son," Eli said. "Go back to bed." Samuel did not yet know the Lord because he had never had a message from the Lord before. So the Lord called a third time. And once more, Samuel got up and went to Eli. "Here I am. Did you call me?" Then Eli realized it was the voice of the Lord who was calling the boy. So he said to Samuel, "Go and lie down. And if someone calls again, say, 'Speak, Lord, your servant is listening.'" So Samuel went back to bed. The word of God for the people of God. Thanks be unto God. What a powerful story. I can remember as a child when I was excited about something, I would get up and my mom and my dad would say, "Go back to bed, Paul." Many of us have read that bedtime story about the little boy who constantly gets up and his parents telling him, "Go back to bed." This is a little bit different, but similar in a different regards. Eli is now old. He is now about to lose his vision. And the symbolism is that he is not seeing God like he used to. And the voice of the Lord was not normally heard by many except for those he had called. And so now Eli is asleep and Samuel is right by the ark of the Lord in the tabernacle. That means he was right by the word of God. The word of God was speaking to Samuel, but Samuel did not know the Lord's voice as of yet because he was still a child. Notice what it says. Samuel wakes up 3 times. He goes to Eli. He said, "Did you call me?" Eli tells him, "No, I didn't call you." And then the last time it dawns upon Eli, the Lord is speaking to this young boy. He's calling him. I want to ask you the question today. Who's calling your name? Have you said, "Yes, I'm listening"? And so notice what Eli tells him. Eli tells him the last time when you hear the voice that you heard before, call you by name, say, "Lord, speak, for your servant is listening." I wonder, are we listening to the voice of the Lord? Because I believe he's calling us. Many of our younger people, he's calling them. That's the reason why they're trying to find the answers to COVID-19, as well as they're trying to find the answers to all of the unrest and all of the issues that are happening in our world today, especially those violent issues of brutality, those violent issues that are going on in our world, the violent and the ceaseless, seems like never ceasing, the killing of young people. We need to make sure we hear the voice of the Lord. In this text, Samuel, who is now a young boy, he hears the voice of the Lord. Samuel later on becomes the great king that God had been calling him to become. Many of us, there's great potential that's lying within us if we would only say, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening." Today, I want to ask you, do you know who's calling your name? There was a gospel, a song we used to sing in the church. We used to say, "Hush, somebody's calling my name." I believe the Lord is calling many of us by name. The question is, are we listening? Did he call you? I believe he has a calling on all of our lives. We're all called to do various and different things in this life. Whatever the Lord is calling you to do, be willing to say, "Lord, speak," because your servant is listening. May the Lord speak to you today, and we'll listen to his voice, not only today, but I'll look forward to sharing his voice with you on tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you so very much for your prayerful support and all the things that we have done in ministry to help so many others. We encourage you to please remember to sow a seed. We sow seeds in more ways than one. We can tangibly sow a seed into this ministry by going to thefountainofraleigh.org and click at the donate button. It is from there you can safely and securely give through PayPal, or else you may use the Tithely app. We thank you so very much for your generous support in times past, and we thank you for your present support and what you will do in the future. May God richly bless you, exceedingly and abundantly above all that you're able to ask, say, or think, according to his power at work in you. God bless you.